When you install the Shiphonyer add-in for Autodesk Inventor, after launching Inventor, look for the tab labeled Shiphonyer. Within this tab, you need to configure the workspace for your project. This setup is done only once. You need to select the location of the databases and the location of the textures. After a successful installation, the add-in installs the databases and textures to the default locations. This is the default location where the databases required for Shiphonyer operation are stored. And this is the default location where the textures are placed. The add-in comes with several materials, including multiple wood patterns, stone imitations, and uniform colors. If you want to change the location of the databases, you need to enter a new path here. In that case, the add-in will notify you that the database's one folder does not exist and will ask whether you want to create it. If you click Yes, another notification appears. The folder has been created, but it does not contain the XML files required for Shiphonyer to function. You will then be asked whether you want to copy the XML files that came with the installation. To ensure the add-in works correctly, you must click Yes. Without these XML files, it is not possible to work with material databases later. After this step, you will see that a new database's one folder has been created. It contains the copied XML files from the original installation file. Please note that if you have made any changes while working with the database materials command, those changes are saved in the database's location. If you choose to copy the default data again, all changes you previously made will be deleted. Therefore, be very careful when setting a new database location. Our recommendation is to keep the default path provided here. A similar situation applies to textures. When you click the Browse button, you can select a new folder where the textures are located. What does this folder contain? If we go to the texture location, Mobilier, Libraries, Textures, you will see the textures that were installed with the add-in. It is important to note that the textures are in JPEG format and the texture name must not exceed 5 characters, as this name is used as a pattern code. Also, make sure that all patterns are stored in a single folder. Do not create subfolders within the textures directory. Keep all textures in one folder. Once the database and texture locations are correctly selected, the Apply button becomes enabled. If during the database setup, you clicked No when asked to copy the XML files, the Apply button will remain disabled. This is because the database does not contain the required data for Shiphonyer to operate, and further work is therefore not possible. We will now restore the default settings by selecting the default database folder using the Browse button. The Apply button is now enabled. By clicking it, the dialog box closes and the software is ready for further configuration.